Let me explain what I did. Can I kick it? Hold on. Yeah, I got some rings and a range. Can I kick it? Yeah. Don't ask me a thing. How I got her, how I did it. Yeah. Spend the whole half, had a blast. Can I kick it? Even with a sprain. Pain, can I kick it? Just the flex, I went and bought a chain. Can I kick it? Things ain't been the same.
EA Sports coverage of the NFL brings us to Las Vegas, Nevada. The atmosphere here, electric. No matter the venue, the home folks love their silver and black. They are fired up as their Raiders get set to face off with the Kansas City Chiefs.
Harrison Butker to kick off for Kansas City.
The NFL season has hit high gear, and off we go in Week 11 on EA Sports. Fielded near the back of the end zone, and they will elect to not bring this one out as our first drive will begin at the 25. False start backs them up 5, 1st and 15. And with the play clock reading 4, we're going to get a timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. Shotgun now for Carr. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete. Henry Ruggs, the intended receiver. That'll bring up 2nd down.
Pressure, and that's certainly going to be a key to this game going forward. And that time, they were able to get in there and influence the throw. And remember, quarterbacks got to get rid of it. They don't have the Tucker rule that they can fall back on anymore.
So they'll come up after the incompletion for second down. Working from the gun, it's Carr. Nearly an interception here on their opening drive. But instead, third down.
Oh, man, that was close. The opportunity to change momentum, big play, right in his hands, unable to come down with it.
A sigh of relief, no doubt, on offense that fell harmlessly to the ground. I don't think this is the script they had in mind for their opening drive. This is third and long. Snap comes at one, and it's Carr. They'll set up the screen for Freeman. And he'll be brought down at the 28, and that is well short of the first. They'll get 8, but they're going to have to punt here on the opening drive because that's not enough.
There's an example of good situational football being played by a defense. They understood where the third down play was, the down and distance, and made sure that they didn't get anywhere near that, bring up fourth down.
Yeah, they were sniffing out that marker, didn't want to let him get close to there, and now a likely 3 and out to start.
Yeah, I love the way they rallied to the football and got to him and made sure he didn't give him much run after catch.
Mahomes will lead the Chiefs up 1st and 10 at the 34. Now Mahomes on the bootleg. And he's got his receiver. That's Sammy Watkins. Now it appears we've got a Chief moving pretty gingerly down there. We'll take a break and get a report from Vegas after this. Able to get 7 on that first down pass play. 2nd and 3. They'll run for the first time with Clyde Edwards-Helaire. And a good job by the Raider defense yet again as they drop him for a 2nd straight loss.
Gerald McCoy is so slippery and elusive in the interior of the defense. I don't care who has the assignment to block him. It usually ends up having to take at least 2, and most of the time, that's not enough either. Witness that tackle for a loss.
Throwing is Mahomes on 3rd. And going deep for Hill. It's caught at the 10. And he's going to have this down deep into Vegas territory. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. So 1st and goal now from the 7-yard line. They'll run with Edwards-Helaire. And he's going to bull his way into the end zone for a Chiefs touchdown. Clyde Edwards-Helaire with touchdown number 12 on the year. And the Chiefs are going to take a first-quarter lead. And his kick is good to make it 7-0 KC.
The score, Chiefs 7, Raiders 0.
Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. Taken about 7 yards deep. And this will come out to the 25 as Jones elects for the touchback.
25-yard line.
The offense for Las Vegas about set to begin the drive.
And the last drive, the first drive for them, not very good. 3 and out. What do they go to here?
Well, you don't look down at your play sheet and say, this is what the problem is. Now, let's find out who my playmakers are. Get the ball in their hands and maybe the offensive move a little bit.
Sometimes it's more important to get it to the right people rather than dialing up the right number.
Exactly.
For the right play, yeah.
That too.
It'll go as a gain of 25 on a play that started back at the 25. Midfield, here's Carr. And he'll look downfield for Waller. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up second down.
Brandon, we saw these defenders flying to the football in their win last week, and nothing has changed. They're still moving around quickly and forcing incompletions.
Carr again here on 2nd and 10. Connection here with Nelson Aguilar. And he'll be brought down with a first down as the tackle's made at the Chiefs' 31-yard line. That one a gain of 20 and a first down.
At the 31-yard line.
Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. First rep of the game for Josh Jacobs. And room there to work it inside the 25. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3.
Brings up
a nice run here early on. It doesn't take a great play caller to realize you want to establish a guy of his caliber with runs like this early because they'll pay dividends as the game progresses.
They just do get the playoff as he'll look to throw. Escaping the pressure right. Carr can beat you in a lot of ways. The scramble there, perfect example as he gets the first.
Well, it looked like a quick hitter, a 3-step drop. But when it's not there, what do? He elects to try and escape through the massive bodies up the middle, and he does so and picks up positive yardage.
Line of scrimmage, the 15. It's 1st and 10. Going to give it to Jacobs. And able to surge forward for about 5 yards down to the 10.
The ball carrier.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
A gain of 5 brings up 2nd and 5.
Ball sits on the 10, 2nd and 5. Here's Jacobs. And a nice pick up there as he'll take it from the 10 down to the 5-yard line.
Again, the ball carrier.
He's hit pay dirt a lot this year, but not that time.
Yeah, I'm tracking right there with you. You're exactly right. He's found the end zone plenty of times. No way I can find any fault with the call. He may not have scored there, but of course you're going to give it to him.
Trying to run for it with Jacobs. And he fights his way into the end zone for a Raider touchdown. Josh Jacobs, his 9th touchdown of the season. And the Raiders, they're within an extra point of tying this thing up. It's up and good. So these teams match touchdowns here in the first quarter, and we're tied 7-7.
Daniel Carlson to kick off for Las Vegas.
So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken.
The Chiefs take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. And, you know, certainly a lot of football left to play. We're not into December yet, but right now where we stand, they're in first place in their division, looking really good and looking to be a threat come January.
You know, are you one of those early holiday shoppers, partner? Are you one of those guys get your list done? Because I think about what every team has on their holiday shopping list right now. What's the number 1 goal? Make the playoffs. Number 2, win your division. Number 3, and I think the biggest goal of all, try to get the number 1 seed so you get that first-round bye and ensure you don't have to go anywhere in January and hopefully get to the Super Bowl that way.
So quickly all the way up at the 40-yard line. Now a carry for Edwards-Helaire. And not much room to operate as he'll get this up only to about the 41. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
A gain of a yard brings up 2nd and 9 at the 41-yard line.
They'll run here with Edwards-Helaire. They follow up the first down 1-yard run with a minimal gain of 2.
Taken down.
Not the kind of gain that we'll go absolutely crazy for, but it's the kind of gain that you need to have when you're running back in the NFL. And Clyde Edwards-Helaire, with that low center of gravity and strength, he's going to get those tough, gritty yards for you when necessary.
From the gun on 3rd down, Mahomes. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
Now that's a good bounce back after giving up a touchdown on the opening drive. Just 1 first down permitted and then out. Obviously no loss of confidence with that defense, and now they get to turn it back to their offense.
And he gets it away, a directional kick going toward the sideline. And they won't risk defending a return here. That one's out of bounds, and it'll be spotted at the 14-yard line. The Las Vegas offense ready to start this next drive. The last possession, these guys were able to tie the game with a touchdown. Now they'll have a chance to move out in front.
Yeah, let's give a big assist to the defense who got the ball back. The special teams went out there, handled things. They've got it. They've got momentum. I know they're eager to get out there and put it on display.
Throwing on first down is Carr. He'll let this go deep for Ruggs. And incomplete there, almost picked off. That's one you maybe expect your roaming free safety to come up with. But it's 2nd down.
And 10.
Throwing again. Carr. And once more to Ruggs. This time the catch made. And way up past the 35 before he's taken down. 22 yards there, a first down.
1st and 10 at the 36-yard line.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. From the gun, it's Carr. He'll let this go deep for Ruggs. And that is incomplete. Henry Ruggs, the rookie, his intended target, but it's going to be second down.
Similar to a shooter in basketball, just connected on the previous shot. They run another set for him on the next play. Now, we had a guy who made the catch. They tried to get the big one downfield, but came up empty.
Now Carr, after the incomplete pass, brings him up 2nd and 10. Here's Jacobs from the gun. And very little room to maneuver. He'll get this down to about the 39. He'll get only 3 there, so it leaves him with a 3rd and 7 ahead.
That's a gain of 3.
Pretty good little 2-play sequence there. You force the incompletion, then a very short pickup.
Yeah, now maybe you bring in an extra defensive back or 2 because you want to try and defend on 3rd down. They like to play those nickel or sub packages, don't they?
Now on 3rd down, an extra DB out there for the Chiefs. Operating from the gun, Carr. He'll look downfield for Waller. And unable to connect, incomplete. Now give them credit, they took their shot, but it's going to bring up 4th down.
I'll tell you what, these last couple of drives, much better from a defensive perspective. They gave up a touchdown on the opening drive, and then after forcing a punt on their last possession, it looks like they're going to get the football back again.
And the kick's away as he angles this one for the sideline. And no return here. Where will they spot it? They say just outside the 20-yard line.
At their own 22-yard line.
The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. They punted last time they had it. What steps, Charles, you think they have to take to make sure they don't do that again?
Well, let's just go to the football 101, the trade expression 101. Win first down. Make 5, 6, 7 yards on first down and make it a 2nd and 3, 2nd and manageable. Keep accumulating first downs that way. Keep moving the football. You don't want to get behind the sticks because then the defense has the advantage.
Seven, our score after 1.
The score tied 7-7.
They go play action. Now Mahomes. Open man is Hill. He's got it. And this one will go to the 28-yard line. It's a 14-yard pickup, but it'll still be 2nd down.
And brings up 2nd down at the 28-yard line.
2nd down at 4. Able to get out to the 32, brought down there. A gain of 5, good enough for the first down. Looked like a pretty smart decision that time to keep the football by the quarterback.
It was because you saw how the runner got swarmed. So you got to pull the ball from his arms, keep it yourself, and get what you can. And the most underrated player on this play is the running back. Because even if he doesn't have the ball, he has to act like he does in order to attract the defense.
Now Edwards-Helaire. Found a little room there as he's up to about the 37.
Edwards-Helaire.
He was brought down by Malik Collins.
He's brought down.
Decided to hand it off that time on the run-pass option.
Appeared to be an easy decision. Just gave it inside. Nice steady gain.
Here's 2nd and 5 now from the 37. Carry now for Kofrani Muhammad. And this winds up a gain of 4 to the 41. Give him 4 on the carry, and it'll make this a 3rd and about 2.
If you're a football guy, that's a pretty run because everyone is in sync right there. Obviously, the guy carrying the ball, but how about the people up front? Leverage, athleticism, they created some nice space for him.
Edwards-Helaire, they'll try to run for it. And he's going to have a first down as he's brought down at the 44-yard line. Only 3 there on the pickup, but that's enough to move the chains.
First down, Kansas City.
A pair of first downs gives him a 1st and 10 up at the 44. Now they'll throw with Mahomes. He's going to hit his man out of the backfield, complete. And they're well past midfield, just a yard or 2 shy of the 40. That goes for a Chiefs first down, 14 yards.
Chiefs.
So here's a 1st and 10 now in Raider territory at the 42-yard line. They fake the give. Now Mahomes. And this one caught by Travis Kelce. And he's going to get this one down to the edge of the red zone. A well-executed 22-yard gain.
Gain of 22 yards.
It is fun to watch the big man work the middle of the field. How about that post route there? Did an excellent job of getting his head around to look the football in and gain significant yardage.
Operating from the red zone now, Mahomes rolling to his right. And he can't find anywhere to go with it, and he goes down. Raekwon McMillan showing his strength and quickness there, a loss of 4.
Second down.
Well, this has been a good march down the field, but now they're stuck looking at a 2nd and 14. From the gun, it's Mahomes. This is caught at the 8. And he will be brought down at about the 6-yard line. The Chiefs have got the passing game rolling a bit, and another first down. They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And he will take it on in for a Chiefs touchdown. Clyde Edwards-Helaire with his 2nd touchdown here in this first half. And the Chiefs have taken the lead. And he's got it. It's now a 14-7 ball game.
Makes the score. Chiefs 14. Raiders 7.
Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. Taken in the end zone. And this will come out to the 25 as Jones elects for the touchback.
25-yard line.
The Raider offense set to get this drive started. They trail a 1-score deficit, 14-7, as they come up 1st and 10. And he will lose yardage here back at the 23-yard line. That one unable to develop, never got going. A loss of a couple, and it's 2nd down.
12 at the 23-yard line.
At the 23, it's 2nd and 12. From the gun, Carr will drop this one down Freeman.
And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain.
A gain of 9.
Oh, I came to my feet on that one. I thought he was getting close to breaking that one big, but in the end, give some credit to the defense, finding a way to get to him and forcing a 3rd down.
The Raiders on 3rd down. Just 1 for 3 thus far. This time it's 3rd and 3. Operating from the gun. Carr. Got his connection, complete to Ruggs. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. 63 yards receiving for him now. And that last catch good enough for a 1st down.
48-yard line.
Now the late signee to former Falcon Devontae Freeman. And he'll take it across the 50 and into Chief territory. It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4.
Brings up 2nd and 4 at the 46-yard line.
On 2nd down and 4. Carr. And he's going to be sacked. They sack him back right at the midfield stripe. 1:57 to go in this first half on EA Sports. Coming up in a couple of minutes, we'll get you to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. The coach will have stats and scores from earlier today in the NFL. From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. He's got it with the 15. And he'll go out of bounds inside the 15-yard line. That's evidence of why you spend a high draft pick on a receiver, isn't it, Charles?
It certainly is. His ability to make plays like that, and we've seen flashes of it from him so far in his rookie season. But also, it opens things up for the rest of the offense because they have to bring their attention to him as well.
Into the red zone, it's Carr. Flushed out right. Carr lost it, fumble, and it's picked up by the Chiefs. And he returns it here to his own 18-yard line. You think about it, Charles, this is not a quarterback that's used to running the football a lot, and that time he was loose with it, had it knocked free.
He always has to think to himself that there's always going to be traffic around because of what you just said. Not that elusive, not going to get into the open field very often. Remember, he's not Lamar Jackson, not Michael Vick back in the day. Always has to protect the football because there's always going to be people around.
Now after the fumble recovery, it's Mahomes. And going deep for Hill. And that's caught inside the 30. And all the way in for a Kansas City touchdown. Tyreek Hill, 82 yards. And the Chiefs strike quickly here for 6 points.
But this is exactly where I expect teams to take a shot. Right after a turnover, you count on the defense being a little bit jumbled coming out on the field, maybe catch them back on their heels, and that's exactly what they did there. They threw it downfield and really created a big play.
Yeah, you said jumbled. They were the definition of jumbled defensively. One play and into the end zone. And that decision to bring it out ends up not being a good one. Costs him about 5 yards as he's tackled at the 20. Offense for Las Vegas about set to begin the drive. And they'll be looking to atone for last time's mistake of fumbling inside the red zone. Certainly they don't want to do that again.
And so much emphasis placed on red zone offense. I mean, you have periods devoted in practice just for that because everyone knows how vital it is to put points on the board when you've entered that part of the field. And to come away with nothing, that's difficult for a team to handle.
And difficult, and now we'll see if they can make it less difficult on themselves on this drive. Now Carr, after the incomplete pass, brings him up 2nd and 10. From the gun, it's a run for Freeman. And he's going to get this one across the 30-yard line. 12 yards there and a first down. From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10.
At the 32-yard line.
From the gun, Carr. He's going to find his running back. It's complete. The completion, but they go in the wrong direction. A loss of yards, and now they're dealing with a 2nd and long.
Well, I know it goes against the instincts of the person catching the ball because all you're ever taught is catch the football, don't drop it.
But drop it there.
Yeah, in that situation, dropping it would have been better. End up losing yardage, even though they completed the pass.
As good as a sack.
Yeah, how about that? Although they won't get the same credit for it, and it won't help them at contract time.
Looking to throw again on 2nd down. Carr, he's going to loft one. Deep left side. That's caught inside the 20. And taken into the end zone for a Raider touchdown. Rico Gafford, his 4th touchdown on the year. And the Raiders are back within a score.
I think everyone in the league talks about finishing, don't they? Doesn't matter whether it's a quarter, a half, a game, a series, whatever. But they're finishing the first half in fine style, putting that one in the end zone.
They did, and they didn't leave much time on the clock either. Well done.
Their catch made in the 25-yard line. The Chiefs take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. You're under a minute to go here in the half. Field position not really in your favor, but still time to try and move the ball and get in field goal range.
Yeah, you've got the lead. It's definitely a thought. Let's go ahead and try and increase it. But at the same time, I don't like the odds. I don't like where they are on the field. Got the lead. They've done well in the first half. Don't mess it up and go into halftime looking at each other wondering what if.
Brings up 2nd and 5.
Fired that one in there, able to make connection on a nice in route.
With those faster passes when they're going that fast, any hesitation as a quarterback that the deflection, if you miss, might be bigger and lead to an interception?
Yeah, and the deflection works both ways. Maybe a defender gets a hand in the way and it pops in the air. And sometimes you throw it so hard your receiver can't handle it, and he pops it up in the air for the defenders to grab as well.
But a moot point there as they were able to connect. They come up now 3rd and 5 following the incomplete pass. Here's a quick throw out left. It's complete. And he's out of bounds, able to take this one up to the 35. He's got his first catch here before halftime, and it goes for a 1st down.
1st down, Kansas City.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. And again, it's Mahomes. Incomplete. And we're down to 8 seconds now.
Intended for number 33. Incomplete. Leads to 2nd and 10 at the 35-yard.
Here's 2nd and 10 now from the 35. Not wanting to take a chance this time, they'll keep it on the ground. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. Now whistles and a timeout with 3 seconds left in the first half. Couple of first downs to kick off the drive. Here's 1st and 10 up at the 46. Final shot before the half from Mahomes. Looking downfield for Kelsey. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete. So we've reached halftime with a touchdown. That's the difference on the scoreboard. As we are off to Orlando now to check in with Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach, ready for the start of the 3rd quarter. The Chiefs have the lead and set to receive the football. Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. They have the lead. Now they'll be looking for some separation here as we begin the third quarter.
I like the way you term that, because now I think they go a little bit deeper into their playbook. They like what they did in the first half. That worked okay. But in order to get the separation that you just talked about, change things up a little bit. Change your tendencies. Try and hit them a little bit more with some...
And all the way in for a Kansas City touchdown. Clyde Edwards-Helaire, his third touchdown of the game, number 14 on the year. And the Chiefs are able to extend their lead. He's got it as they double up the lead. This one's now 28-14.
28. Raiders 14.
Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. Fielded near the back of the end zone. And this will come out to the 25 as Jones elects for the touchback.
25-yard line.
Las Vegas offense ready to start this next drive. And their halftime hole now even deeper, and they need a big drive here just to answer the first touchdown of the second half scored against them.
They were down in the half. Now, as you mentioned, they're down a little bit bigger, but no time for discouragement. Just got to get back to it, right? Put your shoulder against the boulder and start pushing and try and get back to where you were to start the half.
They'll break the huddle, come up on 2nd and 8 at the 27-yard line. Operating from the gun, Carr. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on, third down.
It's been clear in this matchup which side has been the more physical one. It's been this defense. And here's another example on that last play.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on third down. Now Carr. Now they set up the screen. That's complete. And he gets this up across the 35 before he's out of bounds. That's good for 9 yards as they convert on the third down play.
1st and 10 at the 36-yard line.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Shotgun now for Carr. Incomplete as he was knocked as he threw it. And he took the ball off course.
It certainly didn't appear that that's where he wanted to go with the ball initially, so he tried to get something out of it by dumping it off to his running back unsuccessfully.
Now Carr, after the incomplete pass, brings him up 2nd and 10. Out of the gun, they give to Freeman. And a 5-yard gain gets him to the 42.
Well, they still have time to get him established, but in my estimation, they've got to pick up the urgency here. They've got to get quickly in and out of the huddle and run off a bunch more plays.
From the gun now on third down, Carr able to find Waller. That's complete. And he's got the first down yardage before being taken down at midfield. First down Raiders, Carr to Waller. Carr now on first down. And he's got the hook up to Ruggs. They'll contain him to just 4. Second down.
4 yards on the pickup. 2nd and 6 at the Chiefs' 46-yard line.
Yards on that last completion, so that sets up 2nd and 6. Working from the gun, it's Carr. Throwing over the middle, but it's incomplete. Henry Ruggs, the intended receiver, but now it's 3rd down.
Let's face it, if you want to get back into the game, these are the kind of throws you got to hit. It's wide open right there. Got to be able to get it to him, don't you think?
And those are the throws that haven't been available to them every time he's dropped a pass. Yeah, that's a big miss. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. Again, they'll throw with Carr. Pressure, and he will go down. Sacked back at the 46. Chris Jones able to drop him that time for his 2nd sack of the evening. Here's A.J. Cole now as he's on to punt for Vegas. This one will not be returnable as it sails out of bounds.
21-yard line.
Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. And coming off a one-play drive that was so deflating for the defense, what's their mentality? How do they rally here and stop this offense?
Well, hopefully there's some determination that sets in because they weren't ready to go on the last one. Give all the credit to the offensive guys for getting it done, but to allow a run of that length, that's just not being prepared. So now, are they determined? Are they ready to read their keys and make the proper plays?
And we'll see how determined they are. From the 24, Mahomes. And a quick throw here, that's complete. And he takes us beyond the 35 before going out of bounds. A gain of 13, it's a 1st down.
A gain of 13.
Well, remember, they tried to give him the ball and let him run on the last play, but I think the light bulb went off in their play caller's mind, and this time they get it to him the more conventional way, and it's much more successful as well.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Here's Edwards-Helaire. And he'll take this one for about 4 up to the 40.
Edwards-Helaire on the carry.
Well, on every play call, you realize it's not going to go for a touchdown, so a lot of your calls are setting things up for maybe later in the game, trying to establish the inside run with toughness now, hopefully get to the perimeter later, and let's face it, you could do worse than a 4-yard run on 1st down.
Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6. Working from the gun, Mahomes. That to his running back, Edwards-Helaire. And able to rip off a big chunk of yardage before being dropped inside the 40. That good for 21 yards on the catch and run.
1st down.
And now we get into the psychology of the whole thing because a lot of teams with a 2-score lead in the 3rd quarter, they almost become defensive with their offense, just playing not to lose. I think with this team, you got to figure at this point, this is a great spot for them to go into attack mode, really try and put the hammer down and finish this one off.
Mahomes firing complete. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. That's now a pair of explosive plays in succession, both north of 20 yards.
Kansas City.
So from inside the 20, here's 1st and 10 at the 18. Mahomes gets it out quickly, and it's complete out wide. And he couldn't quite get there. Tackled down at the 1. 17 more yards on that one as they keep the drive rolling. 2 big plays in succession. Not sure this D knows what hit them, but now they got to get ready. It's 1st and goal. They'll try to run with Edwards-Helaire. And he is not going to get through here on try number 1. They stop him at the goal line.
Short of the goal.
No gain on the play, and it's going to be 2nd and goal.
To 2nd and goal.
And they'll employ the jumbo set now on 2nd and 1. On 2nd and goal, they'll give it to him again. And he is in. Touchdown, Kansas City. Punching it in from a yard away. And the Chiefs are able to grow their lead.
That drive that really increased their cushion felt very military to me. Very precise, methodical, that's one of the words you've taught me. And they just got it done.
And slowly but surely now starting to pull away a little bit. Things looking good for them here in the 3rd quarter.
Not only pulling away, you mentioned that slowly but surely, you also drain clock too with a drive like that. So you really give yourself an advantage.
The Raiders take over 1st and 10 at their own 21-yard line.
The Raider offense set to get this drive started. They're down 3 touchdowns to this point, needing to put something together as they have it 1st and 10. Throwing now is Carr. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
I think he's got to be careful not to force anything into coverage right there. There weren't really any throwing lanes, but the best part for him, he's got 2nd and 3rd down to fall back on.
3rd quarter from Southern Nevada. Here's a 2nd and 10. To throw again. Carr. Coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked off near the 26. That throw, Charles, over the middle of the field, and a few too many bodies in there got picked.
That's a normal situation too, isn't it? No matter how hard you try and spread the field sometimes, there's always going to be a traffic jam, it feels like, towards the middle. And if there's any type of a missed throw, or maybe the ball's tipped, or just too many bodies in the area, an interception can result.
They'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
I like the strategy. Extra tight ends, extra beef. They want to run the football, but that means they probably want to run it inside. If you get strung out on the perimeter, you're in peril.
Yeah, we saw the result, negative yardage. They'll run. It's Edwards-Helaire. And a good job by the Raider defense yet again as they drop him for a 2nd straight loss. It'll wind up being a loss of 2. And that'll make it 3rd and 13.
3rd down.
Snap coming at 1, and it's Mahomes. And it's complete to Kelce. And he takes this into the end zone for a Chiefs touchdown.
Touchdown.
Travis Kelce, his second touchdown on the season. And the Chiefs use the short field to their advantage as they cash in for 6. And that'll increase their lead to 28.
Makes the score Chiefs 42, Raiders 14. Harrison Butker.
Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. And this carries into the end zone. And this will come out to the 25 as Jones elects for the touchback.
Their own 25-yard line.
The offense for Las Vegas about set to begin the drive. They have been struggling. I would imagine at halftime they went through some possible changes. Well, those changes aren't working, so now where do you go?
I think that now it's much more in their head. And what I mean by that is just what you said. You've gone over the changes. I bet they were pretty clinical at the half, not too emotional. They might need to go to the emotional side because you've got to find something, some spark somewhere. And so far, just being calm hasn't exactly worked.
They need any spark at this point. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. To throw, it's Carr. Reception here by Rhodes. And crossover out of bounds right at the 25. 39 yards the distance covered on the catch and run.
At this stage, there's nothing left to do but to keep firing. And if you're a play caller, you may go off your sheet and use some things maybe you hadn't planned to in this game. Maybe that was one of them there that worked.
So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this second half. Here's 1st and 10. Now a carry for Jacobs. And he'll be taken down near the 20 at the 21.
The ball carrier.
Bashad Breeland, the one that got him down.
21-yard line.
Yeah, I don't know if it's exactly a win-win, but if you're on offense, you'll take that kind of a run, all right? It was kind of stacked up, found a little bit of yardage, and frankly, they're pretty close to staying on schedule on offense. The playbook is still open for the coordinator.
They'll stay on the ground with Jacobs. And he'll be taken down near the 20 at the 21. A 1-yard gain there following the 3-yard pickup on 1st down.
We know that old expression, it's not my night. It hasn't been his so far. I don't know if the legs are a little bit heavy. Sometimes having to hang out all day and play doesn't exactly play to your advantage, but it's been a tough go for him.
And every time he looks up, somebody's there defensively. That was the same case on that play. On 3rd down, here comes Jacobs. Oh, he sheds himself free. And he is in. Touchdown, Raiders. Josh Jacobs, his 10th touchdown of the season, 2nd of the game. And the Raiders get a score closer. So he visits pay dirt for a 2nd time. Unfortunately, they're still down on the big board.
And I wonder what's going through his mind right now. Playing hard, making big plays. That wasn't a small run by any stretch of the imagination either. To find the end zone for the 2nd time, yet his team's still down. They need more of that from him and a little help from the defensive guys.
Now they're down big here in the 4th. They had to try the onside kick. Can't fault them for the effort at least.
No, you can't at all. And if nothing else, now you've put something that you're trying to practice, right, that you've worked on into a game situation, and now you can go back and dissect it. So if you need it again sometime, maybe you'll find a better way to do it. But, yeah, this game's pretty much done for them.
And able to push forward for right around 3 yards down to the 42.
The ball carrier.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where it'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7. From the gun, he'll hand this off. And he's going to be close to a first down as he gets this to the Raiders' 33. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down.
Well, that's a carry they have to be satisfied with, and throughout this game, they've been satisfied with what he's given them. Whenever they've needed a big run, a first down, he's the guy they've turned to. And it doesn't matter what the defense thinks. They feel like they've got the confidence to keep handing it to him and keep picking up good yardage.
On first down, Muhammad. And he'll get this down to about the 30, 31-yard line.
The ball carrier.
2 yards on the carry there. It'll be 2nd down.
Certainly a nice job there by the defense rallying to the football and getting him on the ground, but I think the play gets made by the defensive front because if they can't get upfield, their job is to go ahead and get low, almost get into a ball sometimes, stack things up, and make it difficult for the runner to find a hole.
And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. Officially no gain on the play, and they're left with a 3rd and 8.
3rd down.
The Chiefs on 3rd down. They've been near perfect. 4 for 5 to this point. This is 3rd and 8. On 3rd down, Muhammad. And his bid for the first down coming up short as he's tackled at the 25. That'll be good for 6, but now it's 4th down. The Chiefs will use the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. So on 4th down, Mahomes off, Harrison Butker on for the Chiefs field goal. Right hash mark, a 42-yard attempt. Butker's kick here is good. And that will extend the lead out to 24. So it's 3 more points, and that widens this thing out even further here in the 4th.
And you know in this league, you can never have enough points, but this widens it out, as you said, and now it's all about ball control, isn't it?
And he'll get it up past the 20 to about the 22.
Take over 1st and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
The Las Vegas offense ready to start this next drive. Well, I think that the folks here had hoped that maybe this home atmosphere would carry their guys to a surprise victory, but it does not appear that that's going to be the case. There's too much to handle on the other side in this one. The throw right side is complete here on the first play of the drive. And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down. Great way to start the drive. 20 big ones and a first down.
At the 42-yard line.
Carr now on first down. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's 2nd down. Now, the trials and tribulations of being a quarterback in this league, it's tough. It's got to be wearing on him out there.
Well, he has been sacked a number of times. He had an interception, so I'm going to give him a skosh of credit for hanging in there and trying to make something happen, despite the amount of pressure he's been under this entire game.
Now Carr, after the incomplete pass, brings him up 2nd and 10. Throwing again. Carr. He's going to air one out. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete. He was trying to get it that time to Bryan Edwards. And it's 3rd down.
They probably spent a little extra time dissecting the game film after this one. I think the part of their plan was to hit him over the top with the deep ball. They've been unsuccessful all night.
So now 3rd and 10. They had the big play to start the drive, but 2 incompletions since.
again. It's Carr. He's going to take another shot here. And that will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up 4th down.
This defense was definitely alert to the possibility of the deep ball, and they were more than ready for it.
They've got the lead, 4th quarter. Maybe can expect more passes like that downfield. All right, they're going to try and keep hope alive here on 4th down. They're going for it. The Raiders do snap it. It's Carr. He's going to let it go again. And that's caught inside the 30. Well, no reason not to try it there, and they do indeed convert on 4th. So now 1st and 10 in Chiefs territory as they're down to the 29-yard line. Looking middle, and it's incomplete. Hunter Renfrow is the man he was looking for. And that'll bring up 2nd down.
They've given up a few first downs on this drive, but getting the incompletion there, that should give them something to build on and maybe turn the tide.
Now Carr, after the incomplete pass, brings them up 2nd and 10. To throw again. Carr. That's caught by Waller out left side. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. That one good for a 1st down pickup of 18 yards. Throwing on 1st down is Carr. And he is in. Touchdown, Raiders. Darren Waller, his 4th touchdown on the year. And the Raiders make some inroads here on that deficit.
As a general rule, quarterbacks don't want to lock in on a receiver before the ball is snapped. But in this case, based on the matchup he thought he was going to get, it was favorable for his tight end. He locked in on him early and found him for a touchdown.
They'll try to run it with Jacobs. And he will get into the end zone to cut the lead a little bit further. 2 scores down, 3 timeouts left. Still a chance if they can somehow get this one back. And the Chiefs are going to make the recovery. So they touched it before it went 10, and that's obviously not going to help their comeback bid here in the 4th.
No, not at all. And they're trying to get something going after one there. But you've got to give yourself a chance. Let it go 10 before you touch it.
They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. And he'll be taken down at the 34. The tackle there by LaMarcus Joyner. And when do they start thinking about burning these timeouts? They've got all 3 still defensively.
To me, you have to start right now. Here's the time, and that means you've got to stop them on defense, not give up the yardage, use your timeouts in order to get the ball back and try and score yourself. But now is the time to start using those timeouts.
And keep in mind, it'll also stop the clock at the 2-minute warning. And he's able to get it down to the 25-yard line. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a 1st down.
I have to chuckle to myself a little bit, Brandon, because right now I could be in that huddle with that offensive line, and I know exactly what they're saying. If you call a pass play here, we're going to call a timeout. Run the football. We've got control of this thing. Get in behind us and let's go.
Their time to shine. Boy, nowhere to go at all on that 1st down run as they will get to him behind the line of scrimmage.
Taken down behind the line of scrimmage. A loss of a yard brings up 2nd and 11 at the 26-yard line.
You'd have to think likely another running play coming here. 2nd and 11. They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. And he's going to be taken down with a marker on the field. So let's see about the call. So on the big tight end, holding.
Each and every year, we talk about very few tight ends coming into the league that are polished blockers or asked to do it a lot in college. So it's a constant struggle and a constant fight to learn how to do it without holding.
On second down, Muhammad. Give him 5 yards on the run there, but it'll leave him with a definite 3rd and long on the horizon. And now with 1:52 to go, we get another pause in the action. A timeout here defensively. And the Raiders call on a nickel set here for 3rd down. They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. And he will cross the 30 down to the 29-yard line. 2 yards on the pickup there. It's 4th down.
Yards on the play. Brings up 4th down.
And for the second time tonight, his field goal unit comes out here. This to make it a 3-score game late. And this one looks good. It is good. Right down the pipe. And that will make this now a 19-point advantage.
Raiders.
So with that, you figure this game's pretty much out of reach at this point.
Yeah, it's going to take a heck of a comeback to come from 3 scores down, but don't change that channel. Don't go away. Miracles can happen, and you want to be here in case it does.
You're a company man. Out at the 21-yard line, so bringing it out of the end zone proves not a good decision. Loses him about 4 yards. The Raider offense set to get this drive started. We certainly had a sense coming in here that these guys were in for a tough one on the road. That has been how this ball game has played out. They trail big as we continue on now here in this 4th quarter. Incomplete there, almost picked off. That's one you maybe expect your roaming free safety to come up with. But it's 2nd down.
21-yard line.
Throwing again. Carr. He finds Aguilar over the middle. And he's going to be brought down by the face mask. Here come the flags. This is going to get him a 1st down. After the penalty, a fresh set of downs. It's 1st and 10. From the gun, it's Carr. Looking for his running back, and he's got it. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. Good work after the catch. Gets him 15 and a 1st down.
1st and 10 at the 42-yard line.
On 1st down, Carr. And he's going to be hit and taken down. Back right around the 48-yard line. Chris Jones in there to get him yet again. That is his 3rd sack tonight. They can't figure him out. And the job becomes twice as difficult now. After the sack, it's 2nd and 20. One final try now for Carr. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And that will be incomplete. As time has run out on this football game.
Raiders on
Big offensive explosion help leading them to victory. And the defensive guys, they're just saying, hey, put those points up every week. We'll just keep winning.
They will gratefully accept them, won't they? It makes their job that much easier when they're scoring that many points. Allows them to play with a totally different style and a different flow.
So for the Chiefs, they continue to put themselves in position for a first-round bye as they move to 8-2. And they'll get another road date next week as their opponents will be the Tampa Bay Buccaneers. Meanwhile, for Las Vegas, it was a game they really needed as they drop back to 4-6. And they'll try to turn it around next week as they head to Atlanta for a matchup with the Falcons. And for Charles Davis and our entire crew here at EA Sports, I'm Brandon Gaudin saying so long, everybody.
ready to flare gun, I'm ready to race. No, I don't fear none, I'm stuck in my ways. They say I'm the chosen one, to see it in my face. Get this one and I'm holding on.